Anniken Binz. I come from Norway, live in Oslo, and I'm 31 years old. Base jumping is my favorite sport, and that's what I spend most of my time doing. And I'm also sponsored by Berghaus. Well, first of all, it's a lifestyle for me. It's a place where I get to challenge myself. It's a place where I get to go out in the nature and do fun things. I get to fly, I get to hang out with fun people and travel to really interesting places. Yeah, it's obviously a big adrenaline rush because you're actually jumping off a cliff or a building or a bridge, and your body is trying to tell you not to do it because obviously it's the instinct you want to try to survive. But you push yourself beyond this and you go for it and you jump. And yeah, the adrenaline is yeah, huge. My first jump, when I did my first jump, I had never really seen anybody base jump before. I'd seen a little bit of video, and I had been skydiving for several years, so I had a good experience, but I still had no idea what to expect. So even though the person who trained me told me what to do, when I jumped it was like, I had no idea what would happen, and it's like you jump out and it's like this empty feeling where everything is stopping, time is stopping, there's no sound, it's just quiet and soft, and you're like, wow, and it's like you get lots of butterflies in your stomach. Well, Norway in general is my favorite spot because there are two places in Norway. One is on the west coast, further south, and one is more or less in the middle of the country. A place called Romsdalen, and you have lots of big, nice walls. And they're like in this valley, maybe 48 or 50 exit points, and in the neighbor valleys you have even more places. So it's very, very nice there. Well, often I hear from friends or I've seen a video, and that's when I realized that I want to go there. But more and more now I like to go to remote places, go on expeditions, and places where you cannot maybe just walk up and jump down. Like I just came back from Venezuela, I spent a month there, and I hiked all the way into Angel Falls, and this is a 6-day hike. And we got to the top of Angel Falls, which is the highest waterfall in the world, and then we jumped off. Well, there are lots of places I want to go, and for 2009 I'm going to try and go to Oman to jump some mountains, and Tajikistan maybe, Greenland, and then Jordan. I don't know, I don't really agree when people say they calculate the risk, but you know what you're doing, and you definitely know the risk involved in each jump, and each jump is different considering the type of gear you're jumping, considering the conditions when you're jumping, and considering the actual wall and how technical it is and how technical the landing is. So you always know how far your own limits go and if you're able to do this jump within your limits. And when you start going beyond your limits, that's when you're taking a lot of risk or more risk. So in a way you can calculate, but it's not like scientific calculation. Well, yeah, I have been working a lot within the humanitarian sector. I'm educated to be a human geographer. I have a master in human geography, specialized in development studies. So I've been in Kenya working with the UN, and I spent half a year working in Pakistan in the earthquake area. But the last 2 years I haven't been doing a lot. In Norway, I do a lot of volunteer work. I go help old people go shopping and things like this. But since I want to be at home and see my family, my friends, my boyfriend, and I want to jump a lot, then it's good to do. You can do stuff at home too.
2, 1, see ya!